If we get the window down, you can hear the engine struggling. Are we ready? Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a POV drive in the 1.4 Fiesta. Now, I've got this camera set up here to stick on. Now, this is going to be really cool and give me some really cool shots. But it is very windy outside today, so when I go out, you probably won't be able to hear me, but I'm going to get the camera installed. So for those of you that haven't watched the channel before, this is my 1.4 Ford Fiesta, and as you can see, I've done a few modifications. Using my 360 camera, we're going to get some cool shots of me driving the car, as well as updating you on everything that's happening and what my future plans are for the channel. So make sure you watch all of it and don't miss out some juicy content coming up. It is so windy out today, but we're going to go for it anyway. Oh, it's always quite a nice start up in this. Always quite a nice start up. Right, here we go. Take it easy, we'll take it easy to start with. So the suction cup mount I have, I think it's a really good one, but it still makes me so nervous having it suction cupped onto the back. I'm praying to God nothing goes wrong. Right, I think there's a straight coming up where I'll be able to see and I can put my foot down a little bit. Not that this car is going to go very fast. Right, here we go. Let's go for a little blast. First gear, pull away. Woo! The downhill is definitely helping. Woo! Oh, I can see the camera's flopped down. Oh no! Oh, the camera's flopped down. Right, I need to stop. Right, let's find a decent place to stop, because that camera is falling so low. Oh, this is a bad place to have to try and stop. Oh, it's flopping so bad. Right, I'm going to have to go really slow. Oh God, right, I'll be back once I've sorted it. Going with about here, hoping that's better. Right, we're back in. I think I've sorted it. It's just because it's literally so windy out today, it probably just blew down. There we go, right. We're off again. Ooh, uphill now. Not to get this car to go uphill, you have to rev it so hard, and it's like we're at 40 on the speedo. It's like it can't get up these hills. Oh, and there's people here. They're gonna be like, why has he got a pole on the back of his car? Yeah, she turned around, like, what the fuck is that? Why is there a pole on his car? Oh God. Fast, weren't you? Jeez. See, this is where the car shines. This is when the car's actually enjoyable. When you can't go that fast anyway, this car is perfect. It's perfect down the B roads. No, I'm not some hooligan driver. I don't drive like crazy. I am sensible with it. I don't want to come around a corner and there'll be like a tractor and I'm going like 60 miles an hour. It's just not a good idea. But whenever there's a clear sight and I know it's like a decently straight road, I'm all for it. Oh, these surfaces though are pretty rough, that's for sure. So since I've actually changed the suspension, I've done the clutch, the car is driving so smooth. I'm actually so happy now with how it's all driving. There's no knocking sound from the front. The clutch feels super smooth. There's no kind of, it doesn't feel super soft, the clutch or anything. It actually feels all nice. So it recently had its MOT done. and it passed basically with flying colours. The only advisories on this car were about the rear suspension, which I already know about. I believe it needs some bushings changed, so probably when the weather gets a bit warmer, I'm hoping to change it around then. So when I get the bushings changed on the rear, there should be nothing else really wrong with the car. It should all be good. It's literally just that. And they mentioned a bit of rust. They mentioned rust on, like, I don't know if it was on the seals or just on the subframe of the car. They said it wasn't really anything to worry about as such, but just, yeah, a little bit of rust, everything else was fine. So what I might want to do is have a look, see how bad the rust is, and if any of you guys have any suggestions on what I should do in terms of rust, if you know any good under seal kind of methods to use, then I'd more than happy have a go at it. I know there's loads of different options out there, but I want to make sure this car lasts. I feel like it's done 110,000 miles now on the clock, this engine, but if I can keep the rest of the car going, the suspension, everything else all good, I've just done the clutch, so hopefully this car can power through and keep going for a few more years. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Let's see how fast this very slow car can go, basically. Yeah, I mean, let's see if I don't accidentally break my clutch, you know, the nice new one I've just put in. Right, left. I hope this is all right. Here we go. Oh, it's really struggling to get up this hill. We can do it. Come on, Betsy, you got this. There we go. Not bad. It's up a hill. This thing can it really struggles. We're not getting anywhere, let's be honest. This, however, coming back down the hill, that's where we could have some fun. This car could actually maybe go at the speed limit, you know. Oh, these roads are bumpy. Oh, it's a bit bumpy around here. Oh, here we go. Bit of a downhill. Are we ready then? Pull away in first. Should we get the window down? You can hear the engine struggling. Are we ready? The downhill gives it. There's the only way I can reach speed limit in this thing is going downhill, honestly. But oh, the intake noises when I have that window down and you can hear all of those intake noises, I do love the sound of this thing. Right, let's go this way. So if you haven't seen the mini fixer-upper series where I was fixing all of the issues with my Ford Fiesta, check it out now by clicking the link in the card in the top right of the video. With the car pretty much all fixed, with everything that I know is a problem has been fixed anyway, all that's left now to do is any other modifications to make this car a little bit more personalized, and maybe we can get some performance mods in. There's only so much I can do performance-wise with this car, but if there's anything you really want to see, please let me know down in the comments, and maybe I can make it happen. So what I'd love to actually really know from you guys is, what is your favorite thing about the channel? What is it you most like to see on the channel? Because for me, that's what I need to know. I want to make stuff that people enjoy watching, as well as is fun for me to make at the same time. So learning what people like and kind of giving ideas of what I think would be a fun idea for a video and seeing what people think is the best way, I think, for me to move forward with the channel. If I just whiz it out of here, let's just go for another quick pull. Are we ready? Ooh, it's pulling. So this is what it's like on a straight. Takes a little time, but we get up to speed limit eventually. Despite this thing taking a good while to get up to speed limit, it still is so enjoyable. The sound and the feel and the way it goes around corners, being slightly lowered, it feels so fun to drive. And there's always that saying of, people would rather drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow, and I 100% get that. I mean, I have driven some faster cars around track, and don't get me, when you drive a fast car fast, it is amazing. It is, honestly, it's so good. I recommend to any of you kind of car enthusiasts out there, get yourself booked on a track day if you've never done one before. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. But if you're like me and your car is slow, just take it down some B roads. You know, B roads are the best place to kind of, as long as you're sensible with it and don't go stupid, like B roads are actually probably the best place for a car like this. See, we get it into the 60, we can drop it down a gear, put your foot down, even though it's up a hill, you can hear the engine work hard. The engine's screaming to get up to the speed limit, but honestly, it is so much fun. Now, as fun as the Fiesta is, and as much as I'm never ever going to sell this car, it's my first car, I've modified it, there's no way I'm getting rid of this. It has more value to me than I would get from selling it. I would get peanuts for selling this thing, but it brings me so much joy, so there's no way this thing's going anywhere. That being said, there are still plans to kind of evolve the channel and take it to that next level. Now I'm kind of saving at the moment, I'm saving every penny I got to try and get a really cool car for the channel. Now this will be discussed more in a future video, but I just wanted to throw the idea out there to you. If anyone's watched it this far in the video, leave a comment down below what car you think I should get next. Now I won't be replacing the Fiesta, it will be in addition to the Fiesta. So I'll still have a little hatchback to ride around in, and I've got some plans for this once I get the next car. But for the next car, it needs to be reliable, it needs to get me from A to B reliably, and also have comfort, but still having a lot more power than this thing. I want to go up in power. This thing is 95 brake horsepower from stock, and that's back in 2009 when it rolled off the production line. And since then, it's probably dropped a lot of horsepower. So it's not the fastest thing. It's probably got a 0 to 60 of about 10 to 11 seconds. But I still love this thing regardless, so there's no way I'm getting rid of it. But I want something that's fast, something a bit more powerful than this. So if there's any cars you can think of, let me know. So I have people ask in other videos, especially the one where I did a video on the exhaust for this car, they say how loud is it? And when you're above 3,000 revs, this exhaust is loud. And because of the power of the engine, when you're trying to hit 60 or 70 on the motorways, it can drone. I don't know if you can hear it right now in the video in the background, but there is that constant hum of the exhaust, which is a lot louder than just the stock exhaust. So if you're on long journeys, especially if you've got a heavy car, I recently went up to Yorkshire, and I had a whole car full of people, and God, my ears were hurting by the end of that journey. It was a good like 3-4 hour drive, and yeah, my ears were begging for mercy after that. But I still love the exhaust. It's just not great maybe for a daily driving, because this car only has the rear silencer, and I changed that for a louder one. So there's nothing else to silence it other than the thing I put on it, which is meant to sound loud. So as you can imagine, this thing does get quite loud. But here we go, we're on some decent roads now. I'm gonna put my foot down a little. See, the downhill is when I can take it a little bit faster, because the car didn't have to struggle as much. Woo! Downhill is where it's at. There we go. This car, because it's lower to the ground, it's riding over those bumps, like you feel like you're in a sports car. You feel like you're doing 200 miles an hour, even though you're literally doing the speed limit. It's great. It's just because it's that bit lower to the ground than stock, and I think it's only got 30mm lowering springs, but you do, trust me, you can feel the difference. I often have, when people get in the car, they're like, oh, it feels like we're going fast. I'll be like, we're doing 30. We're doing 30. Why does it feel so fast? It's literally just because it's low to the ground, and it sounds like it's going fast because the exhaust is so loud even when the car's going slow. So it does feel like you're going fast in this car, but you're under the speed limit. And that is why this car is amazing. I have never ever got a speeding ticket or anything like that, or ever been caught speeding or managed to speed, to be honest, because this car struggles. It struggles unless you're on a really good downhill. It struggles to get way over the speed limit. So it's definitely a very safe car and a good car to have for your first car. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit sketchy. This person on the wrong side of the road. Oh, people just running on a national road, you know, because that's definitely the best place to run. Fair enough. I think we could do one more little pull. Even though the engine's weak, if you push it hard enough, you can feel a little bit of power coming out. You can feel a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be it for this POV drive. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos of me doing modifications and loads of other crazy car content. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, think about subscribing and give it a like, please. But that is it for this video. I will catch you in the next one.
Don't leave me here high and dry.